1, 2, 3. Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's episode from the Veg Grower Podcast. Now, as you can no doubt tell, I'm in the potting shed at the moment, and I'm actually sowing a few seeds. So I'm going to be sowing these overwintered peas. I've got two varieties, Meteor and these Early Onward. A bit of a comparison, see how they get on, how they survive. All I'm quite simply doing is I've set up my root trainers, set those up last night and watered them, and I'm just popping a single pea into each one. Like so. And that should they should germinate pretty well. I'll carry on sowing these. Once they're all sown, I'll sprinkle over some compost. Anyway, while I crack on and do all this, I've got a couple of clips to show you. One of how I make comfrey feed, and the other I've cut off my largest pumpkin and weighed that in. So I'll put those clips up now, and we can come back after that, and this should all be done. Well, last week I took you on tour and I mentioned that this comfrey needs to go or be chopped down. So I'm going to do this now and show you what I do. Now normally I'll be using shears rather than what I have got from my secateurs. But my shears have gone walkabout, so I'm able to do this. I've got here an old pillowcase. Normally I would chop these up a lot more than what I'm doing today, but as I can't find my shears at all, I can't do it. Anyway, I'm just going to stuff all these comfrey leaves into there. Now comfrey I think should be on every plot, if I'm honest. Well, it's certainly every allotment. It's one of those miracle plants, I think. Makes a brilliant feed, which is what I'm doing with it. It's good in the compost heap for activating compost. I've also heard there's medicinal uses for it. Meant to be a very good healer of cuts and abrasions and even bones. It used to be used for healing bones. That being said, there are reports I hear when I've researched comfrey a lot, that is actually poisonous to eat as well. Now there's conflicting reports on that, but well, the other side of the argument is a bit like rhubarb leaves. The amount of rhubarb leaves you have to eat, and the same with comfrey, for it to do any damage, you won't be able to eat enough of it. That's the reports some of the reports I've read anyway. But I'm no scientist. I don't know what's what. Right, well that is about full. I don't think I'm going to get a huge amount more in there. I'll push it down. Yeah, I can get more in there. There we go. Right, we'll tie that up. If we can tie it up, it's quite a tough one to tie today. There we go. That'll do. I've just dropped the microphone, so sorry about that, guys. Right, so that's a bag of comfrey. Let's take it round to the next part. Like I say, this water butt here is filled up with water. Well, it's about 3/4 full. So I'm just going to take that and leave it in there, and it'll rot down. And all that nutrition that comes out of the comfrey leaves will be put into this water. Then come probably next year, I've got myself a decent plant feed. It'll be very good for potash and tomatoes and fruits like that. But we'll just drain the water off from the tap down here, mix it. I do about 25% of this and 25% of water, and that's the feed sorted. So that's how I make comfrey feed, or one of the ways I make comfrey feed is the other way. The rest of the comfrey that hasn't been cut down will go onto the compost heaps, and that helps break down the compost. And there's other ways I've seen of basically just leaving the comfrey leaves to strain, and you get like a thick black liquid which is pure comfrey juice. I've done that before, but I find this way easier for me. Oh, well, the other way I've done is basically the same way, but it's my little food maker. It's just got a cage in about that big. You fill that up, pour it in water, you pump it up and down every few days and agitate to make quick food. It works, but it doesn't make enough. So this is what I'm doing. I've decided today was the time to harvest this pumpkin. So I pulled it home and I've got it on the bathroom scales to show everyone. Oh, it's gone now. Let's see if I can just get that back a bit. Right, so, okay, let it zero, place it on there, 2 stone, 0 pounds, 4 ounces. I'm happy with that. That's 1.3 kilos roughly. Happy, not huge, but happy.